Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching Ain't Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank you so very much for joining me today. If you have been here before, thank you very much for coming back. If you are new, thank you so very much for taking a chance. I'm kind of just a little bit giddy at the moment. I just want to start this off with some really exciting news. I made the Cinnamon Stitches Summer Breeze tank top and showed it off in one of my videos, and Jennifer commented on one of my videos. I was like trying to breathe. I mentioned on there, it's like, okay, if you see this, this is my fangirl moment. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so she watched me freak out and panic. Like a fangirl would, I suppose, but just like a crazy little kid or whatever. She watched me like, oh my gosh, hi, if you do, blah, blah. And then she did. She watched it. And then she commented on it. So anyway, yeah, I mentioned like a while back, at the first of like the lockdown and all those things, my daughter and I went to a concert together, and we watched Billie Eilish and turned it up as loud as we could and just pretended like we were at the show and had snacks and all those things. Well, last night, the family and myself did that same thing. We watched a concert and turned it up real loud and pretended like we were there. It was Tyler Childers at the Red Rocks, which, by the way, life goals to see a concert at the Red Rocks. Like one of these days, Alice, it's gonna happen, because just, man, it's beautiful there. Anyway, so yeah, so we did that, and so we're all sitting there like watching YouTube, you know, on TV, or like, you know, watching YouTube together, and we had like some random chips, like weird random chips or whatever, and tried those. It's like a fun family night. Oh, we're sitting there watching YouTube, and all of a sudden it's like, Cinnamon Stitches commented on your video, and I was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And anyway, so yeah, like my whole family saw me fangirl out too, so if it wasn't embarrassing enough that Jennifer saw me freak out, they all were there to witness like actual moment when it happened, and I was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Anyway, my husband's like, yeah, that's what's up. I was like, I know, right? So anyway, oh, he knows who she is, obviously. We talk yarn. He's been here before. He knows who she is. But yeah, so he was just like, oh my goodness. So anyway, okay, so I just wanted to mention that, because, wow. Okay, so the yarn that I used, I mentioned it in the description below, but the yarn that I used on that top, I'll link the video to that below also. Anyway, it was the I Love This Cotton. Got it for 94 cents. The I Love This Cotton Spark in the color Black Sparkle. I don't know what else it would be named, because it's black and sparkly. So yeah, that's what I used, just in case anyone was curious. This, and I love that shirt. So I used I had 4 skeins, and this is what I have left. I knew it wouldn't make it around one more time, so anyway, okay. Just wanted to let you guys know. Oh my gosh. Okay, so also, I just want to say thank you to all of you who comment. It means the world to me. I've said this before. I apologize. I usually don't get right back to them. I kind of felt whatever, I mean, just, you know, same old, same old. But anyway, so I've been kind of putting out videos that I've had, except for that one, obviously, the Cinnamon Stitches one. That one was new, but anyway, putting out kind of videos that I've had, and I haven't really commented back, and so I'm sorry, because usually I comment every single time, like to all of you, like I comment back, because, I mean, you know, y'all are sweet, you comment, I could say something back, you know what I mean? So anyway, so I apologize. I promise I will get to everybody. There's been a couple times I've been like 5 or 6 days out, which is just insane, and so I'm sorry. But I will get back to you. Okay, so let's see. Also, another happy tale. Here we go, I suppose. My best good friend, we'll go Forrest Gump. My best good friend that I've had for almost 19 years now. A long time. Anyway, it was so funny. The day we met, it's like we hung out for a couple hours and we're both really, really quiet and kind of awkward. Like whenever we first meet people, I know that you guys wouldn't think that I'm like awkward and weird on here. It's different. Like in person, like I'll just sit there and be like, okay, for a little bit until I like warm up and get to know people, and then I talk. My husband, however, who sits here quiet, complete and total opposite, has never met a stranger, but on these he's really quiet. Anyway, okay, so her and I, the very first day that we met, we sat there like awkwardly in silence, watching television while our men were like out riding dirt bikes, to be quite honest. It was like really awkward for a while, and then like we were watching some random show and some joke came up, and like that was that. It was like on, and we giggled and we're like instant friends. So we've been friends this whole time through. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Sorry about that. Kiddos questions. The air conditioner's on, so we can't hear each other. It was a fun time. Okay, so anyway, like I said, been friends right off the bat, instantly, like best friends, whatever. She's amazing. So she knows that I've felt awful, and so she texted me the other day and was like, hey, just like, you know, wanted you to know, like, keep an eye out on your mailbox. And I was just like, okay. So anyway, I get the kiddos go and get the mail and bring it to me, right? And it's in this insanely cute packaging. I mean, come on. Couldn't get any cooler than that. Okay, so it's in this. I'm just like, what in the world? Because it says my name, and then like she got it off at Etsy. I already know this. Okay, so it's like my name, address, and then the woman that sent it from Etsy. And I'm just like, who is this? And so anyway, if I can figure out what shop she got it from, I will link that below. I can do that. I can support other people on here just trying to make a living, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. I will put her underneath for sure. Okay, so if I can find it, I won't say for sure. Anyway, super cute packaging, and I'm like, what in the world is this? Okay, so then I open it because I'm like, anyway. So I open it, and it is this. I hope you guys can read it. It's a keychain. Okay. Can you read that? It says Shady Pines Retirement Home, Miami Beach, Florida. Thank you for being a friend. Is that not the coolest thing? Okay. So then also, because her and I, that's like our deal. Like we text each other on our birthdays are 4 whole days apart. Anyway, but yeah, so that's what, like, we text each other, like the lyrics to this, like that's like our little thing, or just randomly, like sporadically throughout the year. It's not necessarily just on our birthdays, but anyway, yeah. So she's like, I sent you something, watch out. I'm like, okay. Then also, it came with a sticker. It says, go hug a landmine. So this like made my day. I'm like, what if I put this on my car so I can find it in the parking lot? Some people will know exactly what I mean by that. Anyway, so that was kind of my thoughts. I put this on there just so I can find it in the parking lot, because, you know, obviously, right? So yeah. So it comes, like I said, in this super cute packaging. I'll try to figure out who she sent it from, or I'll just have her send me the Etsy shop. I'll copy it, send it to you guys. That's probably what I'll do, so I don't spoil it for myself, because I don't like spoiling. Like, it's like a gift, you know? I don't want to know what she spent and all that stuff. Like, that's, you know, you take the tag off of things when you buy them, right? So that's kind of the same thing. So I'll just have her send me the Etsy shop, link it below. Okay. So let's see. This is going to be crochet ramblings without like really finished objects or anything like that. I've kind of went through and like organized my projects. This was last time Hobby Lobby yarn. It is now Gnome Village. Again, the camper's up here because they're in the woods, right? So like all the town, you can't see it, but the candy shop's right here. I need to switch chairs apparently. Anyway, like the whole town, and then the camper's up there because it's different, you know? So anyway. Okay, so I've just been kind of going through my like pattern books and seeing what yarn I want to use out of the yarn that I have, the yarn that I got for Hobby Lobby, all those things, and the patterns that I have in the book that I discussed the other day. So that's what has been happening. If I can get it. There we go. So this is a book that I discussed the other day, the Quick Stitch Crochet. I just scratched my lip and tried to talk. Quick Stitch Crochet. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, I have several projects that are perfect for like donates. There's a bunch of just fun ones that'd be fun just because, but I don't really know what they would be for like donates, like doilies and things that are just kind of, you know. But there's some really pretty ones. But anyway, so I have all of those that I wanted to make. Also, I just, like, quick interlude, I may have someone joining me with this super fun book. Just saying. So, I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to, like, you know, spoil anything. I'm going to leave it at that. But if you guys would like to, I know that you can go and buy the book. I'll say that much about it. So you can either Amazon or eBay, Quick Stitch Crochet, the Needlecraft Shop. Oh, edited by Julie Crow. I don't know if any of that helps, but okay. Then I thought, because I want to make blankets, I like to make blankets. That's my favorite thing to make. And so I have this one also. This was my mama's book. It's Afghans for all reasons and all seasons. I don't know. I didn't look this one up. I suppose I could look both of these up and link them also. It's going to be a lot of linking, but that's alright. Lincolns. Okay. So there are a lot of Afghans that I would like to make out of this as well. For donations and things. There's this one. This one. Let's see. I have a bunch of them bookmarked, but I'll try to. Oh, this one's really cute. It's balloons. I think my husband's home. Pretty sure. Okay, this one's butterflies. So anyway, I was thinking that I could use like random colors or whatever and kind of go through these two books and review them and show you guys the patterns. I'll be right back. Okay, it's me again, Margaret. I'm back. I know I said in the clip just a second ago I'll be back in just a minute. My time, it's been like 3 days since I'll be back in just a minute. The hubby came home and I was having a rough day that day. I don't know if you guys could tell. I watched it back and it's like I kept clearing my throat and sounded like I couldn't breathe, and that was fun. But anyway, so yeah, so I just needed to be like, hi, how are you? And so whenever he came home, I was just like, I'll be back. And then we started watching a movie and he didn't come back. We had family time and you know how it goes. That was 3 days ago, so Okay, so I in the last clip was talking about the books, right? Okay, so these are the books that I was discussing. One that was my mom's, and Quick Stitch Crochet once again. This one's going to be a really fun time. Just going to let you guys know. A really fun time. And there are a lot of really cool Afghans in this one. So, I was showing you guys a few of these Afghans. And then my next plan was to show you guys how I like organized the Hobby Lobby yarn and all of my other yarn. Sneak peek. I'm going to tell you all about him in just a second. Anyways, I was going to tell you guys how I was like organizing everything. Okay, so instead of going through the book, I'm going to show you guys how I'm organizing, and then they'll go back to, you know, it makes sense. Trust the process. Okay, so I took the yarn and I decided, because like we're moving and, you know, seasons are changing in our home and things like that. So into this new season, I thought it would be neat, as I sort of pack up the yarn, to put projects that I know that I want to make, like yarns that I know I want to make for a specific project, into a project bag, and then write the book, the hook that I, you know, I'm thinking of using, the yarn, the idea, all of those things on a little card, and then I'll have that yarn ready for, you know, easy access also. I don't know, maybe a whip weekend or two, you know, just in case. All right, so so that's what I've kind of been working on. That's where most of this went. My cool little shelf right here from a darling friend has 4 boxes that are empty that I'm going to put, well, that have these bags I keep pointing at my feet, not that you can see them, but anyway, so like the bags that I have for that, that's going to be like where those go. So there are the whip bags I've already started, like whips things that I've already started in this, and then that is going to be future like dream projects, you know. Okay, so what I did was took super fun things and I wrote on a little tag what I would like to make. So like this one, just for fun, just give you guys ideas if you want, you know, to do this with some of your yarn. I don't know, maybe you don't, that's okay. So I have 4 skeins of this one. I kind of think my mom got 1 or 2 of these. If not, it's fine. I have plans, but it's the Yarn Bee Wild Streak in the color Brights. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the sun because it's out with a vengeance today, but hey, it's June, you know, what do you want, I guess. So anyway, so this is what I got for clearance. It's so soft. It was $4.99, got it for $1.24, and just beautiful colors, by the way. Okay, so I have 4 of these. So I put these in this little bag, a cute little tote that my yarn came in, stuff from my mama, and I put on here that I would like to do. Please excuse the scribbles. I have better penmanship than this, but you know, I was going through a lot of books. So anyway, so this is my little note. So I want to do the Quick Crochet book, is just how I abbreviated, but that means, excuse the puppers, she's playing with the children. Anyway, okay, the Quick Stitch Crochet book, page 140. I could have planned this out a little better, but you know, what fun is that, right? It's a ramblings video, y'all. It is what it is, once again. Okay, they were having too much fun in there. Okay, so I thought about doing this yarn that we just talked about, the Brights, and adding black to it, and then making this blanket, the Heather Dawn, and so it'll be alternating this and maybe black. I thought about doing one of the colors that's in here, but I've done that before with the, it's like the granny or the spiral blanket from Krista over at the Secret Yarnery, and I used like Dakota yarn, which is like a turquoise brown and like a burgundy color, and I used like the burgundy color as the other color, and it didn't look so great because it didn't make the colors pop like it should have. And so I think I'm going to use like a solid, but probably like a neutral, I guess is what I'm saying. So anyway, this and then this, right? Okay, so that's my plan for that one. We'll see how it goes, am I right? Okay, but it's the easy way to organize the yarn. It's not out that way. It's on my little shelf. And cute little bag. Okay, so I have that one. Oh, golly. Hang on. That would have not been fun. And this one's cool because it has a super cool little window in the front. You can see where it is. See where the pattern is and what the yarn is, and then that way whenever I do make the projects, am I right, then I'll already have it in a project bag. It's very exciting. Okay, so this is the Yarn Bee Gradients that we got for $1.74. I mean, beautiful colors. So I have two of each of these, the blue, the green that reminds me of like tadpoles and frogs and lily pads and ponds. I love that one for some reason. Okay, so for this one, our handy dandy tag. Okay, also, same book. It's getting boring. No, I'm just kidding. Same book. And page 144. Darn, I could have just kept it there, huh? We were almost there. Page 140 to 144. I should have just held my place. Okay. So, this is the blanket I want to make. I want to make two. So I want to make one out of all blue and one out of all of the pretty pond froggy colors. But this is the blanket that I want to make. And see, I didn't say this a second ago, but on the pattern, or in the book, on the page of the pattern, I wrote also, like, I'm going to use the Yarn Bee Filling Gradient. And so that way I know, they like, you know, it's organization sort of. So that's the blanket. I think that would be really pretty. Kind of fuzzy yarn. Okay, we're going to put this back in the bag. Okay, handy dandies. Alright, so I have a few that I've done, and now I'm already 8 minutes in, and I know this is kind of a long video, so this one is really heavy. Is full of all kinds of goodies. I'll just do this. Okay. Those are all fingerless gloves and hats. So it's all in one bag. I can just grab out of there and make them, and then that was kind of my thought there. So, this one, I'm going to keep that one a surprise because that one's fun. Sorry. Once again, stay tuned, I guess. Okay, so this one, cute little tote bag, is, let's see. Okay, yay, a different book. Very excited. For this one, I'm going to use this book, and it's, let's see, page 101. Which is right here. So it's this blanket. And see, I wrote on the little tag over here which yarn I'm using. And the yarn that I'm using is the Baby Bee Baby Lulu, which we got for $1.49. This one is color Sugar Plum. It's like the Sugar Plum Fairy from the Nutcracker. Okay, oh, it's so soft. Goodness. And this one is the color Hugs and Kiss. Just one kiss. Here with those two, so I thought, you guys can't even see it. The darn sunlight. There we go. Okay, so I have two of this one, two of this one, and so I thought that I would make the blanket. I already closed my book. Good job, am I right? Okay. So I thought I would alternate for the solids, those two. And then for this variegated, that's right here, I thought it would be really pretty to use this one. So it'll come out. The Yarn Bee Sweet Delight prints in the color Kitty, which we discussed last time. I feel like should be called Confetti Cake. Once again, I do not name the yarn, I just crochet with the yarn, so it's the color Kitty. So anyway, but I thought that would be really cool together for that little floral looking flowery pretty blanket. So, okay. Oh, also, I failed to mention this one too. So on here, like I said, it has Afghans for all, it says the book name, the page, a spring flower pattern. So I wrote the name of the blanket on the paper that goes in the bag. Wrote it on the paper, right? Okay, I wrote that it's a baby blanket, and I wrote that I'm going to use my 5.5 hook. So whenever it's all in here, all I have to do is get my 5.5 hook, scissors, what, you know, all the usual stuff, but I already have that in a little pouch because, you know, I have a really sweet friend that sent me a little pouch for all those things. But anyway, and then I can just grab the book and make that. That's the plan. So I have a few of those. And I have this one. I just want to show you guys my plan for this one, and then I'm going to cut this video and try to make something else. We'll see what happens. Kind of already out of breath, but okay. So I have in my circle bag that I've had, this was a baby bag, I think with, I don't even know, forever ago. All this says is virus blanket. That's all it needs to say, you know what I mean? Okay, so I have 3 of this. The Premier Nordica, the self-patterning. 3 of these. That's the color Harbor Gray. And it was $2.24. And then the hubby's here again. Alright, and then I have 2 of these, the color Lilac. And so I thought together, like alternating, I'll be starting with this one, then this one. Anyway, yeah, the virus blanket. That was my plan for those. So I think that would be really pretty. Okay, but stay tuned, I will show it, right? So, very quickly, I want to leave y'all with like a smidge of a treat. I said at the beginning of this video, first off, I fangirled about cinnamon stitches, because goodness, I have another top to share with y'all, just saying. Shared our Shady Pines thing. Okay, I said there wasn't going to be any yarn, like any projects, anything like that. It was just going to be kind of a discussion, but for those of you who stayed to the end of all of this, I have a treat. So, yeah. First off, I'm working on a gnome home that it won't be very long until it's finished, and so stay tuned for that one. Also, my daughter decided that she wanted a cow. She is a very cool kid, and she doesn't want just any cow, because that's boring. She wants a cow, but she wants a strawberry milk cow. So therefore, instead of black spots, it has pink spots. And it's not finished, obviously. That's why you guys get a sneak peek, because it's not quite, you know, an FO, but yeah, anyway. And it has 1 green eye and 1 blue eye, because, you know, that's what she picked. Anyway, and she wants more spots. And then it's got little feet, and she does not want me to make udders. She said that's weird. So I was like, okay. So she's like, it doesn't need udders. It has its little tail. It's pink also. So yeah, her strawberry milk cow. So I will bring that back whenever I'm finished with it. And I need to come back with the June bingo square and show you guys what I've made. So far I don't have a bingo, but I've completed a couple things, so I guess, yeah. Alright, So thank you guys so very much for watching. Once again, especially if you stay to the end, you got an extra treat. You got to see a strawberry milk cow. It's not every day you get to see a strawberry milk cow. I'm just saying, it's a rare occurrence. So, alright. So, guys, please stay safe. Have a very blessed day, and I will talk to you soon.